How do you sympathize with the problems of a character who has been laughed at by everyone all their life? Here's how Shyam Benegal does it. Shyam Benegal's Welcome to Sajjanpur follows the daily activities of an Indian village where the modern world hasn't arrived yet. The village has just one literate person, Mahadev, a writer who earns his living by writing letters for other people. He soon finds himself caught in the crossfire when preparations for the local elections begin. Enter Munni. The transgender community has been the butt end of jokes for a very long time in the Indian film industry. Munni announces her candidacy for a local political position with pomp and splendor. When she starts getting popular among the village folk, she's threatened by the other candidate and her family of goons who are trying to sway the elections by hook or by crook.
Hey Munni bhai, chunav chhod de, nahi to tumhara dholak jo hai na, phaad ke rakh denge.
It is at this point, when fearing for her life, she goes to Mahadev. When she starts telling him what is happening and how she's fearing for her life, he agrees to write a letter for her. And this happens.
बोलो लिखो माननीय कलेक्टर साहब, अभी भारतवर्ष में कोनो सोचे का वक्त आ गया है कि हम हिजड़े भी इंसान हो तो इंसान, कोनो अजूबा नहीं। अरे पुराण काल का इतिहास उठा के देख लीजिए, हम किन्नरन ने मेहनत मशक्कत करके समाज में नाम कमाया है, पर आज आपके राज में हम पर चारों तरफ से अत्याचार हो रहा है हुजूर। आप तो जानते ही हैं हम सज्जनपुर से खड़े हो रहे हैं, लेकिन ये राम सिंह, उनका चाचा राम खिलावन और मामा राम सखा हमको मार धमका रहे हैं हुजूर।
So what exactly happened there? If you think of the camera as a stand-in for the viewer, that is to say you are standing where the camera is positioned, where would you stand in a conversation that you were interested in? Would you stand here? Or would you stand here? When you're looking head-on at a conversation, you're an active part of the conversation. But when you're looking sideways at characters, then you're excluding yourself from the conversation. Either you're not interested or you're a passive viewer. The angle of the camera to the angle of the character's face often determines how involved we as an audience feel in the scene. The lesser the angle, the closer the audience are to the character, the more involved they are in the conversation. And this is why when this camera move happens, we go from a viewer that is looking from the sidelines to literally being told this to our face. We are forced to look Munni right in the eye as she tells us how she really feels. In this scene from Hunger, we as the audience have no say in the conversation. We are only passive observers, witnesses.
I'll tell you that for nothing, but you understand why you need to do it.
In this scene, however, we are being addressed directly.
Qu'est-ce que tu fais des choses pareilles?
The shot crosses over from one side of the pillar to the other, letting us know that now things aren't the same as before. We're seeing a new side of Munni, metaphorically and literally. Notice what would have happened if this camera move did not happen and we kept looking from the sides.
अभी भारतवर्ष में कोनो सोचे का वक्त आ गया है कि हम हिजड़े भी इंसान हो तो इंसान, कोनो अजूबा नहीं। हम किन्नरन ने मेहनत मशक्कत करके समाज में नाम कमाया है।
Or even if we just cut the camera movement out and go straight to her speaking.
लिखो माननीय कलेक्टर साहब, हम हिजड़े भी इंसान हो तो इंसान, कोनो अजूबा नहीं।
The scene loses a lot of its power, doesn't it?
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा।
Shyam Benegal does not cut from one angle to the other. He moves the camera very deliberately. He makes the viewer aware of that transition, of the fact that they are now being talked to by the character. They can no longer sit on the sides and just watch, laughing along with other people at Munni. Now, they are forced to look right at her. It makes it harder to laugh at her and easier to relate to her as a person.
किसको वोट दोगे बच्चों?
And that is how, with just one camera move, Shyam Benegal humanizes a character.
मुन्नी बाई को
क्या?
तुम भी उसी को देना माई।
If you like to see more film analysis and video essays, remember to subscribe. If you liked the video, please do like and share. And let me know what you think of this video in the comments.